Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Tyrone, and we back with another video. So today there was an AMA, which means Ask Me Anything for Wild Hearts, where a developer is gonna just sit there and answer a few questions. And some good questions were asked. There were some good ones, including like stuff about how garbage the food cooking is, and like cosmetics for our weapons, and just adding new weapons and stuff. So I'm gonna cover some of them here. So the first one I see here is from someone called Hi Haters All. Goes on, says, first off, love the game. Been playing it since launch and I still play it every chance I get. There's a lot of important weapons and skill information that isn't displayed in the game. Is there a plan to give players more detail? For example, the one strike fury and critical abilities break a kimono apart to trigger them for a time. The game doesn't say how much time, so we're left with unofficial sources giving us approximate values. There are things like elemental and critical damage, where the player is left to pick from multiple sources to try figure out which one is correct. In a very number heavy game, it's weird that the player is missing the numbers. And the developers went on to reply with, thanks for the question. We've learned a ton during the first couple of months and we always strive to find the right balance between providing players information versus giving the community chances to experiment and discover cool combos on their own. There are definitely skills that need more clarity, and where we can fix that in game, we will certainly provide detail to the community online or highlight community-made resources. This was a pretty okay question, I'm not gonna lie. About them keep being vague with some numbers, that's okay. Like if you play Monster Hunter and you're coming to this game, you'll know that they're usually vague with numbers. They don't tell you anything. It's up to the players to actually go find it. They'll give you like a maybe base percentage, but they'll never tell you in detail how good something is. And it's honestly fine, to be honest. I think the way this game has the numbers to show that they do show you is fine. Now you get to see a value or to the right and then the skill to the left. I think that's perfect. One thing I do think they need to add is how crits work. I'm still uncertain how it works. People say armor pierce is how it works when you get a critical strike, and Monster Hunter didn't have to explain that because they used crits like every other game where it's a chance to do an increased amount of damage. I thought it would work the same way in this game. It didn't. So I think that if anything, just show how like the base game mechanics work, like how elemental and critical damage will affect. From Ops212, he says, hello devs, thanks for giving us another AMA to hear our feedback from this great game. And it's regarding the food system. Can we please get meat from the food shrine pool? Which I agree, I think we should be able to get meat from that. And would it be possible to select what type of food / ore you would like to get, rather than it being random? It still should come from a pool, depending on the map you're on. And increase the smoker's capacity, because every other machine takes more than just one. And yeah, these are some good points. I think cooking in this game is horrible. I think the smoker only taking one is absolute horse shit. Makes no sense. And about the food shrine, giving meat, yeah, that's fine. I also think that if I put in 9 meat, I should get out 9 meat. I shouldn't put 9 meat in and get 3 meat out. That don't make no fucking sense. Where's my meat going, bro? The dev responded with, hey, all great feedback, and it sounds like you're a very serious Wild Hearts chef. I'll share this feedback with the dev team. So, a little vague one. I'm gonna get it to put someone in the back, but whatever. If they seen it, we up. Here's a question I had no clue even existed. What can we expect from cereal hunts? In which the dev responded, I'm personally really excited about cereal hunts. These hunts take you on a sort of greatest hits tour of each region. You have to take out 5 kimono specific to the region in quick succession. Each one you defeat will give you the option to cash the reward or leave or push your luck and go for the next hunt. Fail and you will lose all the quest rewards. Luckily, not specific materials from the kimono, you get those, keep those. It's a tough but rewarding test of your hunting skills. So I had no clue what a cereal hunt was until this was even mentioned. But these sound fire. It sounds like, high risk, high reward. I can challenge myself, I'll get paid more. So shit, whatever. Hey, and plus more content. I'm not complaining, bro. I love hearing new content. Here's a question about them adding a new weapon. The guy asks, will you be adding any new weapon types to the game? They're all good, but just wondering if you're planning on any more. To which the dev responded, weapons take a very long time to build, balance, and ensure they have a meaningful and fresh playstyles in comparison to the other weapons on offer. There are some weapons we were exploring before launch that could be revisited for the future, but right now the team's focus is on finding the perfect balance, the 8 weapons we have. So this is just your average response. working on something else, blah blah blah. Not gonna worry about this. So it's their way of saying they're not gonna add a weapon for a long time. Bit tragic, but it is what it is. I'd love to see a defensive style weapon of any sort, preferably with a shield. But it is what it is. So here's one concerning DLC. The guy says, "Hello, having a blast playing the game. Just want to know that if there's any other future expansions planned for this game other than the regular updates that we're getting." To which the developer responded with, "Hello, so glad you're enjoying the game. Rather than building major expansions, we are focusing on delivering a steady pace of new, free content like upcoming Deathglaze Gloombeak and Serial Hunt Quest coming April 20th. So it sounds like we're going to get just drip-fed content. We're going to get it slowly over time. I'm not too used to getting content like this. Usually, like, Monster Hunter would kind of drip feed you and then drop like a big ass fucking bottle of water on you and then continue drip feeding. So maybe these guys will take it on the same way with the drip. They're just not saying it. Here's another guy asking about food changes. Asking if they just change the general food cooking experience, make it easier to get meat, and all that type of stuff. The dev responded, yes, a chef question. We'd love to evolve the cooking experience down the road. Pretty happy with Wild Heart's take on food and how it feels in keeping with the pace of the game. There are totally a lot of cool ideas for katakuri cooking that we could play around with in the future. So for this guy to say that they're actually happy with this food cooking system is kind of a joke, in my opinion. Because once again, this cooking is some booty cheeks, bro. I want to do all this just for like one piece of meat. It's way too tedious. So the rest of this thread looks to be just asking, casual questions such as if we can get some cladding for weapons, some PC fixes, specific weapon buffs and whatnot, where the guy says we'll look into it, ask the dev team, and stuff like that. I'm going to leave it linked in the description just in case you guys want to read any of this, but I just wanted to cover mainly the important bits to keep this video not too long. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. In the comment section, let me know how you're feeling about some of these changes. I want to see how people are seeing this information as well, how you're reacting to it. That being said, it's been your boy Tyrone. If you like the video, drop a like. If you don't, you don't. Peace.